With their meager funds, they erect 2 tents, one for an emergency patient, the other for his attending nurse. A couple of old chairs, 2 cots, and a few medical supplies, and the Los Angeles Sanatorium is an actuality. The fight against the White Plague is underway. As word about this sanatorium spreads eastward, to the committee in charge come pitiful pleas for admittance. From stricken men with helpless, dependent families, from mothers too sick to be mothers, unfortunate young men and women in every walk of life, in every part of the nation. But before these soul-stirring calls for help can even be considered, a sudden windstorm sweeps across the country with devastating force, carrying with it the tents and the hopes of the sanatorium founders. Undaunted by this tragedy, and spurred on by the ever-ringing cries for assistance, a new and greater drive for funds is instituted. It echoes across the country. But each new building brought new problems. For every newly admitted patient added the sum of $1,000 per year to the budget. For that is the cost of properly caring for each and every inmate. The waiting list grows, but each room is occupied. It is evident that funds must be collected more rapidly if this noble work is to continue. Time overcame a very difficult problem when the local laundries refused to accept the sanatorium's linen for fear of contamination. This laundry was equipped by the Ladies' Consumptive Relief Association of San Francisco, whose noble work will forever remain a monument to their generosity. This is the spacious dining room in which the ambulant patients receive their meals. In this kitchen, the food is cooked with the utmost care by the finest chefs. The patients not well enough to walk to the dining room are served in their rooms. Each has a choice of 3 menus from which they can select the food that is most appealing to their taste. Nothing is overlooked to make these sick people as happy as possible. He is immediately put to bed. Through his window, he sees the sunlit hills of California with its fragrant orange groves and palm trees. Immediately, he is inspired with a new fighting spirit. For here, at last, is his city of hope. Then follows a complete and thorough examination. Capable, expert doctors, specialists in tuberculosis, commence the treatment that will rid his body of the germs that have made him an invalid. Nothing is overlooked. The examination is complete in every detail. Any eye deficiency gets as much attention as any other illness he might have other than tuberculosis. A resident dentist takes care of the patient's teeth to ensure his complete health. One thing is positive. When this patient leaves the sanatorium, he will be ready to resume his profession as a normal, healthy citizen. This scene shows the doctor taking a blood count, which determines the extent of the infection as shown in the blood stream. By this method, the medical staff discovers many important things on which is based the treatment of the disease as it affects varied individuals. Another important step in the examination is the basal metabolism test, which shows the ability of the body tissues to rebuild themselves. The most vital tests, of course, are made with the X-ray and fluoroscope machine. From the X-ray negatives, the medical staff determine the exact extent of the infection. Each doctor is a recognized authority on tuberculosis. In no other institution can a patient receive more expert attention. Here you see a pneumothorax operation. The modern trend of treatment is to collapse the diseased lung, allowing it to heal while the opposite, or well lung, carries on the breathing functions. Where this type of operation cannot be performed, the same results are obtained in a different type of operation whereby the ribs surrounding the infected lung are removed. The lung is then collapsed and allowed to heal. This type of operation, which is recognized as one of the truly great contributions in the cure of the White Plague, has been extensively used in the City of Hope. Through this operation, the lives of countless patients. Through this clinic and its great doctors, many cases of tuberculosis are prevented. For if the disease is discovered in early youth, it can be checked before it has a chance to spread. And so the great work of the Los Angeles Sanatorium goes ceaselessly on. Yet day after day come pleading cries from hundreds of suffering people who can look to no other place for help. These poor victims of the White Plague cannot be denied the life-saving efforts of the sanatorium. The waiting list will, with your help, be eliminated. Husbands will be returned to their wives. Mothers will be returned to their children. Join us in this great work. Rally to the fight against tuberculosis, the common enemy of mankind. Help save a life. And earn the blessings of the suffering people who say, thank God for the Los Angeles Sanatorium, our city of hope.